Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Japada, where we spotlight the brave and the boisterous, the true believers, the nation builders. Today's guests, yes, you heard me right, guests with an S, can be likened to the three musketeers: agile, brave, and loyal to their hearts and their cause. These three sisters joined hands and heads to create one of the most exciting beauty salons to grace the Nigerian shores. I'm talking about Tayo, Tokwe and Tola Alakija, co-founders of the Triplet Studio. Very aptly named. Catch their remarkable story in a moment, right here on Nigeria's favorite show, Japada. Welcome back. Now, while some people might say it's difficult to find clarity of voice when multiple founders exist, these sisters have proven that that is a myth. Welcome to our show.
Thank you.
I feel like I need to do a quick, I need to rejig my memory and make sure I have the names right.
Yeah.
So it's Tola.
Nope.
Oh, no. Tokwe,
Correct. Yeah.
Tayo,
Yes.
and Tola.
Yeah.
Tokwe, Tayo, and Tola, welcome.
Thank you.
Oh, do you guys always speak in unison like this?
Sometimes, it happens randomly.
I love it. I love
Thank
it.
you. We didn't plan it.
I love it. I think it's so cute. So, I mean, before we get fully into your story, which is your return to Nigeria, I would just want to get to know you guys a bit better. So your background, your educational background, family life, very quickly, what's that like? Who do I?
Go on, Tal.
Okay.
I can start. So we're just three sisters, not just, we're triplets, by God's grace. We grew up in South London, United Kingdom. We literally had normal lives. We went to secondary school, we went to uni, we went to colleges. I studied radiotherapy. That's what I did my undergraduate course in. I worked in my field for at least 3 to 4 years before I decided to Japada. And then Tola.
Okay, I'm an occupational therapist before Japadering. Is that a word? So that was my field as well. So we're all basically in the health industry.
Yeah, I'm in social work as well. So that's our field.
Very interesting. How did you guys find yourselves in those different fields? It's so different from what you do now.
Yes.
So let me start with you. How did you find yourself in?
For me, it was something I enjoyed, looking after young kids and being around people that was in care homes, in the social industry. So for me, it was something I saw and I liked, and I just ran with it, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like we all kind of had that sense of passion because my mum's a nurse anyways, so that's how it kind of started. And we just like helping people, where we like contributing, and making a difference.
Interesting. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same, really. I was looking for something that I would enjoy doing, that also makes sense as well, that also is a good career. So it was hand in hand, so that's the reason.
How alike would you say you guys are? Because you guys seem to think in the same direction.
Yeah, we're pretty much alike.
Yeah.
I would say like 80% alike,
Yeah.
and then the 20% we
Different.
We definitely have our individual differences, but a lot of ideas, we kind of synchronize a lot.
Yeah.
So what would you, for example, Tayo and Tola, what would you say are your biggest differences?
Good question.
Our choice of men.
Well, I'm not sure question.
I don't know, like, we're very similar.
I think in terms of our personalities, we're very different.
Okay.
Yeah, we're very different in terms of personalities.
Yeah,
Should I explain how?
Please.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I'm more serious. Well, doesn't mean you're a joker.
No, it doesn't mean that, but...
Yeah, I think I'm more serious. I'm more organized.
Okay.
I'm more organized. I like structure. Yeah. And I take the lead quite a lot.
Yeah.
And Tayo?
I mean, I can be serious, but then also I can be laid back at the same time, and I can still get the work done. So it's that we can get to the same point, but different
just
routes.
different routes.
That's it, yeah.
And that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
What about you, Tokwe? How would you say you're different from your sisters?
Tola, she's like the mummy in the group. She's, you know, more organized, as she said. Me, I'm more laid back. I just go with the flow. Sometimes, I think it depends on the situation, but with work, Tola's more, you know, organized one, and I'm just laid back.
It sounds to me like you guys balance each other out very
Yeah.
well.
I think we do.
Which is probably why you work well together.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We know our strengths, we know each other's weaknesses,
Yeah.
so we leave it as that.
Fantastic. It's looking like a very well-oiled machine. I love it. So now let's talk about growing up. Are you three the only children of your parents? Do you have other siblings?
Yes.
How many other siblings?
So we have two older sisters and one older brother, and then us three.
Oh, wow.
So there's 6 altogether. What a loss. So my mum has 3 before us. She wanted a boy, but she got 3 girls.
Look at the universe at work.
I know, right?
So yeah.
What was it like just tag teaming through your childhood and into your teenage years? Were you always this close?
Yeah, definitely. We were always close. Even, you know, growing up, we specifically decided that we're going to, you know, separate and go to separate colleges. We're very much intentional because growing up, people didn't actually know our individual names. They would just call us triplet. So it was like, no, we need our own friends. Yeah, we need our own identity. So as much as we had separated, gone to our separate colleges, universities, it didn't break the bond. You know, we're still as close as ever.
I mean, you guys are triplets. You literally shared the womb.
Who
came out first?
Guess.
Oh.
Back to you.
I mean, I'm going to make the obvious guess, and I actually have 2 guesses.
Okay.
The obvious guess, which is you.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But my second guess is you, Tokwe.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm happy I gave myself a
2.
backup plan. Who came out last?
Me.
She's a baby. She's a baby.
I think I would have guessed that right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So before you guys even thought of moving back to Nigeria, you had a fashion label in the UK. It was called, so is it T Alakija or Talakija? Talakija. That makes so much sense. It makes so much sense. I feel like you guys have a little gift with picking names. I mean, I'm going to get to your actual business very soon. I love that name.
Oh, thank you.
But what was that experience like creating? Was that the first business that you all did together?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
And how did that come about? What was the inspiration or the start point?
So growing up, we were always into fashion. We liked dressing up for church. Every Sundays we would like always go to West End to get new outfits. So we've always had the, you know, the excitement for dressing up, you know. And I don't even know if I want to say this because you guys might check back and I don't want you to look at it. But we started off with a YouTube channel. Yeah, so we had like
We absolutely will.
we had a YouTube channel, and we just used to like do a lot of like fashion, dress up,
Lifestyle.
and then I don't know how we actually started a brand. I can't remember exactly. It just happened. It just happened. Like we said, you know, let's design our own pieces, and that's how we started. Really, yeah. So
people were asking us.
yeah, so we started wearing our pieces. People, you know, took
Like
interest
them.
into it. Yeah. So after our 9-to-5 jobs, we'll come back home and now go to our pattern cutter's house, go to the manufacturer. So we were balancing both at the same time.
Wow.
Basically.
How easy or tough was that?
It was tough. It was tough, but you know, we had our heads. We was focused, so we needed to get it done, and we got it done by God's grace.
It was also a lot on the finances as well because we were using our savings. We didn't plan. We didn't know, you know, how to do it. We were just kind of just doing it as we went along.
It was quite tiring.
Yeah.
I can
because
imagine.
after 9-to-5, you just want to come home, sleep.
And prepare for the next day.
Well, you have to literally come home and start a new life.
Another work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long did you guys do that for? How long did you run the label?
I think probably like 2 to 3
years.
2 to 3 years. 3 years. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And was it immediately after those 3 years that you decided to move back to Nigeria?
It was kind of during.
During?
During.
That was what pushed us to move back
come
to
here.
Nigeria.
Okay. So what was it about owning a fashion label that made you guys decide, okay, we want to come back home?
Do you want to?
Taya?
Okay. I just think we were quite. After a while, we were quite pressed with you know the expenses. You know, in the UK it was just so expensive. We were like, this can't be a reality. Yeah, it can't be real. So we just thought, you know what? no better way of going back home, you know, and just, you know, being a made in Nigeria brand. You know, the label will be slightly cheaper as well. You know, we can visit there. We didn't even know we was going to live here as well. We just thought we can go back and forth. So we just thought, you know what, let's just start it and let's see what's the worst that can happen. It's not going to be as expensive as UK, so let's just try.
So at the time, your plan was to move your production to Nigeria.
Exactly.
Yes. But before that, we used to visit Nigeria quite a lot. So we really enjoyed it a lot. So then it just made sense to come back, so work and pleasure at the same time, you know, because we used to come like yearly. So like, this is not making sense, guys. So let's figure out a plan that makes sense.
And you guys were all in agreement.
Because we were just so tired. It was like, okay, cool, December again. So we said the next time we come to December, we must not come in vain. We must not come in vain because what do we have to show for it? December. So we're like, you know what? Let's just do it.
That's so incredible. That's so incredible that you guys were all on the same page. Oh, I love it. Okay, so we're going to get fully into that story, the journey back home, in a moment. Right now, I want us to play a little game. Do you guys like playing games?
I love it.
Yes.
Are you a competitive one, Tokwe?
You can tell.
Well, we all are.
Okay. Okay, so I want us to play a game. In 1 minute, I want to test your knowledge of the Nigerian streets. So how attentive are you when you drive through the streets, in traffic in particular?
Okay.
So what I want is for you to name, between the three of you, so that makes it easier, right? 20 edible things that you find being hawked in Lagos traffic.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay.
You're like, okay, yeah, we got this.
20.
20 in 1 minute.
In 1 minute?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Are we good?
Stop thinking, guys. Yes.
Your time starts now.
Cheese balls.
Water, Coke, Pepsi.
To your cheek.
Pure water.
Banana.
Games,
Oranges,
glasses,
edible,
mirrors.
edible.
Oh, edible.
Orange.
Sorry.
Peanuts. We said that already.
Yeah.
Agbalumo. Fan
Apples.
Nice.
11,
Popcorn.
12, 13,
chewing gum.
14,
Cigarettes.
15.
Edible.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, well, cigarettes go, well. Yeah. 5 more, just 5 more.
Coconut chips.
6,
Plantain
chips,
Puff.
18,
Melon.
Kuli.
19,
Melon. Did I say melon?
20.
Chin.
Oh, yeah. 21. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You guys could do it. I mean, I saw what you did there, Tokwe, with Coke, Pepsi. I thought you were going to go Coke, Pepsi, Sprite. I mean, that was smart. That was really good.
Thank you.
You guys even gave me a little jar, 21 in 49 seconds. Go girl. I'm having so much fun with Tokwe, Tayo, and Tola right here on Japada. But don't go anywhere because when we come back, we're getting fully into their story behind opening the Triplet Studio.
No matter where life takes you, home is never far when you bank with Polaris.
Introducing the Polaris Global Account, specially designed for Nigerians in the diaspora who need to stay connected to banking in Nigeria. Start with just $200, £200, 200 euros, or 50,000 naira, and enjoy zero account maintenance fees when you maintain a daily balance of 50,000 naira. Should your balance fall below that threshold, a minimal charge applies.
Enjoy multi-currency banking,
Dollar, pound, or euro, along with international transfers, debit cards, third-party withdrawals, and a seamless digital experience on Vault. And with the new non-resident bank verification number solution, Nigerians abroad can now enroll and obtain their BVN remotely. No travel required. Call 23401-453-6279 or send a mail to global@polarisbankng.com to get started today. T's and C's applies.
This is Ogidi, right here in Lagos, the entertainment capital of Africa. We are not just another studio. where the space African artists have been waiting for. Walk in with an idea, walk out with a masterpiece. State-of-the-art recording, cinematic-grade film production, everything under one roof because your creativity doesn't work in pieces. The console is warm, the cameras are ready, the energy, pure Lagos. From the first note to the final cut, this is where vision becomes reality. African stories, global standard, no compromise. Ogidi Studios, this is where you create.
Welcome back. This is still Japada, and I've got here with me our very special guest because they're three, the Alakija triplets. Now let's get into you guys' final move to, after the many visits, the many fun visits to Nigeria, you guys finally decided to come. What gave you guys the conviction that your working together would work well back home?
I don't think it was a question that we ever doubted, you know. We walk in faith, you know. A lot of our steps are ordered by Christ, as cliche as it might sound, but it actually is, you know. So I don't think we ever once doubted that us coming together would work. If anything, that's the best decision that we could do as we're together. So I think we were just bold and we said, you know, last, what's the worst that can happen? We can always come back to the UK. We have our degrees, you know, so I think that was it. We just took the risk because it was a calculated risk, basically.
I love that. Did you guys face any opposition from your family or your closest friends? Did anyone think you should not be doing this? Why are you moving back?
It's funny, at first, when we told our mum, she was like, why? For what? Like, she didn't really understand the whole reason of us wanting to move back to Nigeria. Bearing in mind, we don't have any family living in Nigeria. Like, our mum and dad was in London. Well, my dad was back and forth from UK and Nigeria, and all our siblings are in the UK. So to her, it was like a question mark. Until, you know, she started seeing, coming here, visiting us, getting a paycheck. That's when she she kind of fell back and believed in us.
I can imagine. I can, like, as a mom, your three babies deciding to move when the entire family is still, you guys are really bold.
Thank you.
And I feel like you probably draw strength from each other, right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Are there any moments, or were there any moments rather, where one of you kind of felt a lot of doubt or felt really down and wanted to go back, and another one had to kind of, you know, pull them back up?
No, you know, no.
To be honest, when it comes to three of us, it's like the majority's votes wins. So
Yeah.
if two of us are saying it, it's like, okay, cool,
Yeah.
you're covered, kind of thing. So that was the kind of energy that we kind of carried.
And I think we're really good at encouraging each other. You know, we can just literally think of an idea, and if it makes sense to three of us, then we go with it.
Yeah.
You know, we don't really dwell on things a lot. Too much.
And I remember that time, when we moved, one of our motto for that year was just do it. So it was like, just do it. Literally. So we just did it.
You guys are really a well-oiled machine. Wow.
It's God's grace. It's God's grace. It's all God's grace, to be honest. So that's what gives us courage and confidence. And keep going.
What was that first year like?
To be honest, the first year was just more of coming in, assessing what's around, you know, making sure all our basic necessities are met, so accommodation, we know where, you know, just our food, you know, just basic necessity, and then just really just testing the market, understanding what's out. So we didn't really have a plan to like, let's go. It was just more like, let's just have a soft launch, see how it is, speak to friends, let's just try this here, try that there, this don't work, change it. So it's just more of a trial and error kind of vibe,
Remember, we actually gave ourselves 3 months. So our ticket was booked for 3 months. So that was like a good first phase of like testing, just seeing. I think the hardest thing was trying to get an accommodation for 3 of us.
And it's 3 girls.
3 girls, 3 young girls as well. So that was quite difficult to begin with. But once we got an accommodation, we paid for it for a year. That was also an encouraging factor to always come back. We've got a house, we paid for it for a year. So you know, despite what happens or despite the challenges, we would always come back because of that.
In that first year that you guys moved back, what would you say was the biggest difference professionally between your time running your business in the UK and trying to do it back home?
To be honest, when we first moved back with that 1 year, me and Tola didn't actually work yet. We was more assisting Tayo because she started her business first with the tile cut. So we was more like assisting her and then, you know, pushing Tayo to do her thing. So I don't know, it wasn't really...
No, I think you're forgetting the first year. We're
forgetting
the first year, because it feels so long ago.
Yeah.
So the first year we were actually trying to go to different
manufacturers.
Yeah,
sorry.
You know, we hired tailors first, remember? We hired tailors first. We had a room in our house, which was our tailor room. And it was quite difficult because we weren't getting what we expected, you know, in terms of the finishing, in terms of understanding the cuts, the market, getting fabrics. It was quite hard at first. We tried different like factories, you know, it was just a lot of trial and error.
Which is kind of normal in business, right?
Yeah.
So at what point did you guys feel like, oh, we finally gotten this right? Was there something that happened that made you guys think, okay, we made the right decision?
Okay, so I think I'll take this. Yeah. So to be honest, it was actually, we went backwards, kind of. Okay. We went backwards to go forward, basically. So we came to a conclusion that, listen, our staff are not getting it. So we had to think fast and think of an alternative. We had our machines already, but for some reason the finishing and everything that we wanted, that we envisioned, just wasn't it. So we had to really go back to the drawing board. So we was like, right, we've got machines, what do we do? So that's how our sister brand came in, which is called Shop My Racks, which was more of like everyday clothes, dresses, because we used to make clothes for church. Okay. So people used to always ask, oh my gosh, I like your dress, do you sell it? I like your top. This is when organza was really out. So we literally finished organza. We had like a very popular organza kimono, organza top. So that did really well. So then we was like, you know what? Let's just put our first brand on hold. We're not forgetting about it, but let's just put it on hold until we know what exactly we're doing. And then we started Shop My Rack, and then the rest is history.
So to put things more in perspective, the first brand was more detailed. So we were creating our own prints then. So that was already hard as it is and expensive as it is. Secondly, it was tailor-made. So we were doing printed suits. That's what Talakija was about, printed suits. So in terms of printed suits, it's not something that is an everyday wear here. And we realised that we were getting a lot of traction with our personal clothes. So like when we would just make clothes to wear to church, people would be like, oh, I love this, I love that. So that's how the transition was easy. But also, as we were focusing on that, I thought you was going to come in here. As we were focusing on that, Taya also, she has a passion for hair, but she was never like involved, never like doing like, maybe you speak on yourself.
Tell your story yourself. So on the side, I also was interested with hair. I've always been good with hair in general, but I just didn't enjoy it. You know, I used to do braids. I used to help my older sister weave hair. She used to have customers, but I just didn't enjoy it. People used to beg me to do their hair. Even my sisters, I would hate doing hair. But it's until I cut my hair short, that's when I found my passion in styling, short cuts. So then I started it in London just on the side to see if I'm good at it. And then when I came to Lagos, the attraction was just so much. People kept stopping me on the road. Oh my gosh, I love your hair. I've never seen your hair like this before. I've never seen hair like this. Who done it? I'm like, it's me. I done it. So then I just thought, you know what? Let me actually just try and start it. Let me even just try it. You know, what's the worst that can happen? So I started it. I first started off. I rented a chair in a salon. So that was good. Literally, it just went from like 0 to 100. People kept telling people, word of mouth was just a big thing then. So then it just kept growing, and then I just kept getting better and better and better. Wow. I just worked on my craft. And so that's how Tire Cuts was founded.
I feel like I've just learned, 2 or 3 lessons in business from you guys just from this short conversation. You guys are not, you seem to not be afraid to pivot. You know, if you're doing something and it doesn't seem to be going great, you're not afraid to think, oh, okay, what's the next step? Do I have to go left a little bit? And I think that's very commendable. And I also love that you had a passion for hair, but you didn't enjoy it. But you found your niche within hair. So you didn't throw it away completely. Now imagine if every time someone begged you to do their hair, you said an absolute no. Maybe you might not have discovered that you like short hair. Exactly. So it's just this little tidbits and nuggets in there, and I really love it. Right, so we're going to continue our conversation, but before we do that, there's something we like to do on this show. It's called the Japada checklist. So there's, so many people that are probably considering moving back. Sometimes they need a little push, sometimes they need some advice. They don't want to feel like they're going into it blind. If you guys were to, and I will probably take maybe 6 items on the checklist, so 2 each, if that works. If you guys were to create a checklist, so filled with advice on what to consider before you move back, things to bring back, things to leave behind, what would be on your checklist? And let's start with you.
I've got so much. But I guess the first thing and the most foundational thing would be to bring your faith. Well, we're Christians, and
so whatever your faith is.
Exactly. Well. So our faith played a huge role, and that's the foundation of everything we do, every step we take. You know, it's not just taking the step and that's it. It's prayers. You know, even before this show, we prayed before as well. You know, so it's just that faith. You know, that is definitely a key thing in every single thing, I would say.
Yeah.
So that's the first.
That's the first. Tayo.
I would say bring your mosquito repellent. That's an object.
That's so practical.
Bring it because you will get bit. So yeah.
Okay.
I would say bring your eyes. Well, there's opportunities, you know, there's open your eyes, shine your eyes. Be focused as well. Be focused, you know. Don't get too lost in the sauce, in this too date December hype, you know. Yeah, you can have your fun, but, you know, keep your eyes open. Shine your eyes.
So bring your eyes, but bring them open. Do we have any more bits for our checklist?
I would say bring your patience as well, because something you might vision that, you know, everything will be done in 2 years, but sometimes it could be that 3rd year, sometimes it could be that 5th year that everything marinates and makes sense. So just be patient. And just consistency. Well, they go hand in hand. So patience and consistency. Yeah.
So I have one more. I would say drop your entitlement. Yeah, because I feel like coming from the West, you kind of feel entitled because we're used to certain structures. We're used to lights. We're used to water. We're used to, you know, structure. So in Nigeria, your entitlement will stay with you. So the sooner you realize that, the better. So the sooner you realize that there's issues, there's problems, you have to get up and sort it out yourself. You know, so the sooner you understand that, then you're good.
Yeah. That was a good checklist. Very balanced. Wow, thank you guys.
Thank you.
We're having the best time with the Alakija triplets, and we're still here. So don't go anywhere, because when we come back, our conversation continues on Japada. Welcome back to Japada. We're still here with Tokwe, Tayo, and Tola Alakija. And now I want to get fully into the Triplet Studio, because it's so brilliant right from the name. Who came up with the name?
I think I did.
Yeah, you did.
I did.
Yeah.
I
think we had different options and then we went with yours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I ask what other options were on the table?
I think it was like the triplet box or
triplet
space.
It was always a triplet.
It was always
but the
triplet
name had
situation.
it was always a situation.
Yeah. It made absolute sense. Would I be correct in assuming that the start or the foundation of the Triplet Studio was your business, Tayo Cuts? Would that be a correct assumption?
Yes.
And Shop My Rack.
And Shop My Rack.
Shop My Rack.
They both came at the same time. Like I said, it was hand in hand with Shop My Rack. So whilst we were doing that, I rented a chair in a salon close by. I worked there for at least a couple of months, you know, almost a year, a couple of months, until we had issues. And I was kind of forced to kind of move out into my own space. So my friend at that time advised me to just basically have a salon in my living room because our house was rented.
And this was your house in Lagos?
In Lagos, yes. It was quite big. So we literally had like 3 massive mirrors there. So I started doing that, clients would come. The way we packaged it was almost like a VIP service. So you have to call us at the gate. Then, you know, our house girl will kind of come and get you. And then, you know, so it was just very coded. So it's like, if you know, you know, basically. So we did that for a bit. And then whilst that was going on, we now added services. So we got nails, you know, so while I was doing hair, a nail tech will be doing nails.
All of this was still in you guys'
in our
living
room. And then we had 3 rooms. So one of our room was the actual Shop My Rack factory. Then over time, we was like, you know what, I think it's time to put another service. We did lashes in Topper's room.
Wow.
So it was literally my bedroom at night and then lash space during the day.
Oh, wow.
And
I
then
feel like that you would have had to be so neat.
Yeah.
extremely, yeah. To the
Wow.
point we all stayed in one room afterwards because we
Yeah.
were like, guys, this is the spa room, this is the factory, and then we had a small nail table on the side. So we just had to make it work, you know, with confidence, basically.
Oh, these are the
Yeah.
sacrifices that you make when you're trying to start a business, right?
Yes.
People don't see.
People
as well.
don't see.
Yeah.
And I love what you said about the pretty package that you guys presented it in.
Yes.
That was so genius.
Yes, yes.
So at what point did you finally decide, okay, it's time to move out of our living space and have an actual workspace?
I think so. Can I say something?
I think there was getting to a point where everything was just flowing. To the point where, so we've always had this dream, right? To have like a one-stop shop, but it was always like a 10-year plan. It was not something that we thought would come immediate, or it was not something that we could see with our eyes. So the way things were just happening, it was just happening naturally. You know, we didn't even plan this. Like to the point where our house assistant would be making food in the kitchen, and people were like, "Oh, what's that smell?" So eventually we started selling food.
No way.
I kid you not. Indomie, jollof rice, fried rice, and chicken.
Wow.
And that was how we started a one-stop shop with everything included. So the flow was just going really well, and ultimately the space, we outgrew the space. It was a lot of space, a lot of parking, and also because it was our residence, so we didn't allow people to park inside. People would park outside, but it was just getting too busy, too much. Yeah.
In the best way.
In the best way.
Such an
exactly,
amazing
exactly.
problem.
Yes, exactly.
I always knew that you guys had a one-stop shop, and I was very curious about that because for me, was it your different interests that kind of birthed the different parts of your business? Because I know you have a cafe, there's the salon, there's the clothing business, there is, I'm missing things.
Nail bar, lash bar,
Lashes, laser.
Whoa, laser, a spa. You guys are into a lot. And I always wondered if it was the individual interest. So it's very interesting to see how, you guys just ran into opportunities and you grabbed them.
Yeah.
That's pretty incredible. Thank you. Let's talk about the differences between now running this very successful business here compared to what you think it would have been if you decided to replicate this in the UK. Do you think that the business you have here now would thrive if it was in the UK?
Definitely. We're children of God.
Yes.
We're covenant children, so everything we lay our hands to do is blessed by the special grace of God without sounding too boastful. However, I don't feel it will be on the same scale.
Okay.
Because the UK is quite different. In the UK, we all have like a 9-to-5 mentality. So even in terms of going to the salon or in terms of, getting your hair done, nails done, it's not something that we do on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, not even on a monthly basis sometimes. And also the kind of culture there, we have more of a DIY culture as well. Everyone does it themselves. I don't remember going to the salon often in the UK.
You also had her.
Exactly. I don't ever remember going to the salon. Going to the nails was like for my birthday, occasional. So I feel like it would have been successful, but it wouldn't have been to this level. To this scale.
Fair. It's so great to hear you guys say that because it sounds to me like things are going really well. You're running this business in Nigeria. Everything is in Naira, as opposed to if you're in the UK and you're running a business based in pounds. We know what the exchange rate is. We know what the situation is, but it still makes sense. You're running a Naira-based business and it makes sense. Wow. Would you say that there are any things you had to seriously consider or do differently to keep your business profitable over the years?
I guess we kind of looked at it in a different way. So we were more, we prioritize how can we be better? How do we make this place the best place? How do we keep on top so that even if we do need to increase our prices, which we had to because obviously our vendors increase prices, we can, and we we can do it confidently. So I guess we kind of looked into our business structure and just looked at areas where we can improve. So that's what we kind of
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So just steady improving.
That's
steady
it.
improving.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, you're never at your best until you're at your best, and then you can get even better.
Exactly. Constant training as well.
Yeah.
And also to that, adding new services like Laserbox is quite recent, and that's owned by Tola at the end. So yeah, so adding new services and making it to the T.
I feel like you guys will expand again very soon. It sounds to me like you're only just starting.
Yeah, watch the space.
Would you say that there are any strengths that you guys discovered in yourselves since moving back home? Any strengths that you would attribute to Nigeria?
I think managing a team, because our previous careers, we was managed by someone. So I guess, us managing staff, comes with pros and cons, but that's definitely something different we didn't have to do before. So I say managing.
So in line with that as well, leadership as well, because before you can just do whatever you want to do and that's it, but now, you're intentional with everything you do, everything you say, so more in terms of leadership, like we weren't taught to lead, but it's just something that we've had to just do.
By force.
Interesting. By force. You don't seem to enjoy that too much.
I'm just a girl.
Just a girl. I love it. I love it. No, it's so beautiful listening to your story. I think it looks beautiful, but it's also really beautiful when you really look at it deeply on the inside. What do you think is, and I want to hear from everyone, what do you think is next for you guys here back home? I'll start with you, Tayo.
For me, actually, obviously, as a business owner, I love my business. I love our job. I love the job, but you have to be realistic. We're females. We're going to get married soon by God's grace. So one has to think of an exit plan, or just how well can the business work without you. So it's been on my mind to just really indulge in training and just really tighten up systems and structure. So yeah, that's one thing.
That's for you. What about you, Tokwe?
I was going to say that. But I think just, expanding, learning new things, hopefully bringing new services. I feel like there's always something new. So hopefully jumping on the next thing that's new. If we agree to it, if it aligns to what we already do, I would say learning new things.
New things.
Yeah, new services.
New services. And you, Tola?
I would say, even though we are making impact, but it still doesn't really feel like impact towards the kingdom work. So I remember years back when we had this big dream, one of the things that we decided to do, the actual dream was, to have like a MOT. So like, how cars going for like the full servicing. So that was what we wanted to do. So where a girl could just come in and get the full service. But I remember quite clearly there was another aspect that was missing, which was like counseling. So that would be something that I would like to do. So not necessarily counseling, but like mentorship, worship. So now even of recent, we've added devotion, daily devotion with our staff every morning. So that for me is key, because at the end of the day, what we do on this earth is amazing, but it's not what matters. It's what eternal. That's what really matters. So I think that's the expansion for me.
For you.
Yeah. So
for you, it's more than just, looking. It's about the inside as well.
Yeah.
A more holistic approach.
Yes.
Interesting. And you guys seem to all be aligned, right?
Yeah.
And this is me just being curious now. You both mentioned thinking about the next phase of your personal lives. So starting your families. When you envision that, what do you see? Do you see yourself starting your families here, building your families here in Nigeria? And what does that look like for you?
So I'll go first. I have a daughter. I already have a daughter,
okay.
To our top end. Obviously I went to the UK, gave birth, and me and her dad made a decision to bring her back with me to, to Nigeria, the schooling and education. So I think for me, I would obviously continue with that with my rest of my kids that are yet to come. That's just a now plan. So definitely bring our families here.
Here.
Yeah.
Interesting.
For me, I think can have two bases, you know. Why not?
Why not?
Who says you can't? So yeah, maybe, you know, every 3 months or 6 months in, 6 months out. I strongly believe in that. I think that can work. But it just depends on who you're marrying, the situation. It just
And
really
just
depends.
you guys being in alignment,
Yeah.
right?
And it just depends on the Nigeria factor as well.
Yeah.
There's always a Nigeria factor. So it's just like, yeah.
What has been, and again, I want to hear from everyone, what has been your proudest moment since moving back? I'll start with you this time.
Okay, what comes to my mind straight away is I think my proudest moment is when we were able to not only add my mum to our payroll, but also develop a pepper soup box, which is like a business on the side for her, which is owned by her, run by us, but owned by her. So I think that was one of our biggest achievements in moving back to Nigeria, was giving back to my mum, because my mum has sacrificed everything, every single thing, to the point where I feel like God has blessed her with triplets, because my mum is just so graceful and pure. Because we don't have triplets or twins in our family, I literally just feel like it's a gift from God to my mum. So, you know, now she's reaping the fruits of her labor.
Oh, that's so beautiful. It's so beautiful when you feel like, oh, finally I can start to take care of the people that have taken care of me all my life.
Yeah.
I love that for you guys.
Thank
Love
you.
that. What about you, Taya?
I don't think I have like a specific moment, but I just feel like every day is, you know, because you get to wake up, you get to really just do what you want in a good way, you know, and just being free, if that makes sense, yeah. Because I remember working 9 to 5, it wasn't easy. You know, you're 1 minute late, why are you late? You know, to take holidays, like you have to plan. So just the freedom behind everything is what I think is amazing, yeah.
Nice.
I was going to say what she said, but I had time to think. I would say for me, bringing my family back to Nigeria, like my niece, my nephews, changing the mindset that they, you know, I feel like Gen Zs or the kids nowadays, they have this mindset of Nigeria, it being like scary, evil, someone's after you, or, you know, there's a lot of things going on. So us like accommodating our nieces and nephews, you know, showing them Nigeria, the business side to Nigeria, I feel like that's one of my greatest moments.
Oh, I love that. I love that. And it just highlights why we need to keep telling our best stories, right? We need to amplify them, because things aren't so bad over here. We're having a good time.
Exactly.
I mean, so you guys have come back, you've done this, and you've done it well. So I think I am right in saying your authorities in your field. Okay, so if you were to advise someone that is thinking of coming back to start a business, what would that advice be? And if you were to encourage people that are not even thinking about it at all, what would you say to them?
Okay. There's a lot of advice, but to cut it down, I would say be focused. Be focused, and I feel like it's very important for you to actually understand what you want to do, because I'm a firm believer of doing something with excellence and not just doing it to the mediocre level. So find out what you're passionate about, find out what you're good at, because there's so much people just going with the wind, going with the flow, but just find out what you're good at and stick to it. That is the key, sticking to it. Consistency pays off. Even if you just never know when that breakthrough will come, but the more you're consistent with something and you're getting better at it, then that is my advice, definitely. I mean, it's not gonna be easy. There are gonna be trials and tribulations, but just keep going, keep going, and have confidence, have faith, keep praying, just keep at it.
Just keep at it. I love it. What about encouragement? Now, we're not forcing anybody. I mean, do you? But if you were to encourage someone to come back.
Yeah, I think I would say try. If you don't try, you never know. So just come and see. You know, open your eyes, as Topa said. Open your eyes. There's opportunities. Just position yourself to see what's there.
Just try.
Yeah, just try. What's the worst that can happen? Last, you have your passport. You can go back. You can Japada. So just try and see where you're needed, where you can contribute.
Yeah, I love that. You can absolutely Japada, but we want you to Japada this way, not the other way. What about you, Tokwe? Do you have anything?
I think they said it all.
I love it. In sync. On that note, I feel like this is such a fitting end to our conversation. It's been so good, honestly. You guys are so inspirational. And I really and truly feel that your story will resonate with so many people watching. And maybe you just might make someone's decision that much easier, right? Sure. On that note, I want you to visualize with me, so close your eyes and go to a good place. Think about Nigeria. Oh, I like that you guys are actually closing your eyes. Seriously. So I want you to think about Nigeria, the best Nigeria you possibly can envision. What does that look like? What would you describe as your Nigerian dream? Let me start with you, Tokwe.
I don't know what my Nigerian dream is.
Should I start with someone else?
Yeah, I can go first.
Okay.
My Nigerian dream is putting Nigeria on the map in a positive way. And when everything just works, you're not having to micromanage anyone, everything is just working amazingly. There's light 24 hours, there's water flowing, that is my Nigerian dream. Everything just working amazingly well without having to stress, without having to worry, without having to, look left and right, with top-notch security. That is my Nigerian dream.
That's a beautiful dream.
Thank you. Amen.
Amen.
Comes to pass.
What about you?
Should I go next? I think I have one.
Okay.
My Nigeria dream is ending poverty. One day I pray and hope to not see these kids on the street, begging for money, begging for food. It's not nice to see. And people come from abroad, I wouldn't want them to see that. So my Nigerian dream is to stop that, to be the end of poverty.
My Nigerian dream is to make impact to Nigeria and just seeing Nigeria being impacted by, different people. For example, the healthcare. There's so much that can go on with the healthcare. When you hear stories and see things for your eyes, you're like, I can't believe this actually happens in this day and age. Are we in the same 2025? Yes, we are. So that, this dream can be a reality. So that's my Nigerian dream.
I think that those are individually such good dreams, and when you put them together,
Fantastic dream.
Fantastic dream, and it will absolutely come to pass. Amen. I mean, dare I say, we're well on our way, and with people like you, playing your little parts, it'll all come together to form one big, beautiful ocean. Amen. Amen. Thank you guys so much. Honestly, it's been such a pleasure. Tokwe, Tayo, and Tola. Yay! I wish you guys the absolute best as you continue running your business and with all your expansion plans, because I know there will be many.
Amen.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming.
Are you gonna come?
Absolutely. Hold me to it. Hold me to it. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And there we have it. Tayo, Tola, and Tokwe, the brilliant minds behind the Triplet Studio. They returned home and struck gold where others could only see barren land. So I ask you, why go to Seoul for what is in Sokoto? The inspiration, support, and vision to achieve your dreams can be found if you are willing to look around you. Even in the familiar spaces we occupy, there are still secrets to be unearthed. Just like the Triplet Studio, our country is waiting, hoping that we discover its best-kept secrets. Now the question is, what will you find today? I'm Mimi Onalaja, and this has been Japada. We'll see you next time.